Absolutely. Well, good
Um,
evening, guys. What's going on? Great to see you. What's up? Glad to have you guys on here. And welcome to our Tactical Tuesday. This day is all about onboarding and systems and tools. And who here wants to do more in your business or achieve more, but do less? You're like, one of the themes that we've had this year has been going into this, and now we've been doing this now for 16 years. So we've seen ups, downs, all arounds, all types of systems, many things that worked, and many, many, many more things that didn't work. And one of the biggest things that we've been obsessed about is how do we be able to build a business that can become whatever it is that you dream about. We want to be able to make more income. We want to have more time. We want to have more purpose. We want to have all those things. But how do we do that in a way that we don't have to sacrifice? Right? We don't have to burn out. We don't have to do all these things because I think what's more important than money, time is more important than money. And also being happy about what you're doing, that's just as important as well, too. So after looking at everything that we've done, everything that's out there, we've put together a system of growth that is unlike anything else that's out there. And tools are amazing if we know how to use them, right? A hammer, if you don't know how to use a hammer, can actually cause harm. So tools in our business can be very effective if we know what they're all about and how they work. But just a quick little backstory. We grew up in this business where I would call it the traditional, like old school network marketing days. Like back in the day, the way that you built this business is you get started, and I wonder if any of you guys experienced this before, but you pull out your list of 100 names, and then you have a script, and then you practice that script. I have good memories of me and Pam in the office, and we're practicing a script over and over again. And then you call up your friends, you're shaking like crazy. It's a one-ton phone, and you get them on the phone and try to bring them to an appointment. And then you show them the same presentation you've seen 1,000 times, and hopefully they get started. And if they don't, well, you just spent a lot of time, energy, and money, and you're like, it's an awkward drive on the way home with your prospect because you're like, so you just rejected me. What should we talk about? And I remember, and those are good days, and that still works and everything. But what if there's ways to do things even faster and scale even more? And how about go global? So what happened was when our first business, we built a successful multiple six-figure business after making a lot of mistakes out there, and then it fell apart. Then we had an idea and we said, what if there's a way to transform the way that we do business, where anyone from any time, anywhere can do this business and scale more freedom in your life, scale the impact that you have, scale the income that you want to earn. And that's over the years what has now brought us to the systems that we have today. And we have just seen story after story after story of people succeeding and doing amazing. Right? Just on this line, Rebecca, she just launched her business. She told me she got her first sale. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. I remember how hard it was to get a sale back in the day. It took so much effort. Now we just post some things and we attract some people and we talk to them and they get started, right? I see Gigi's on this line, and one of our very big first goals is to achieve something called ultimate, what we call top pay. It's a one-time lifetime thing that once you're there, you double your bonuses and you earn a lot of cool things. Every single six-figure plus earner is at ultimate. Gigi just launched, she already got to there, for example, you know? And as you do these things and as you duplicate those things, more success starts to happen. What I love about this business, the biggest thing that I loved in the very beginning compared to anything else, because let's be real, you can dedicate your time to learning any skill out there. You can do any career. You can build any type of business. But why this type of business? Because the ability to have leveraged residual income. That was the biggest thing. Let me add one more word to that. Not just leveraged residual income. Who here wants money to come even when you don't work actively? Like to be able to have freedom. Yeah, I know that's what we all want. You can travel, you can be with your family, you can actually take a nap and not be guilty about that, right? But you can also leverage your time. Leverage is one of the biggest wealth secrets in the world. What is leverage? When you can not work, but you can then leverage the efforts of others as well, then that's how you can now scale your impact as well. Every single person that's ever had a job, our bosses had leverage over us, but we don't have leverage as an employee typically. Okay. You know what I love about this type of a business? Every one of us have ownership. Every one of us have autonomy. Every one of us have independence and freedom. And every one of us starts at the top of our own organization that if you want to, you can scale something massively significant. And whether you start from zero, as we all do, or eventually get thousands of people, you start to see this scale like crazy. I remember when I was new and I met one of my mentors. It's okay if I share a couple stories as we get into today. I remember my mentor, he was making six figures working part time, and he dropped out of college because he was making more than his parents combined by that time. And here I was going to UC Berkeley thinking I was super smart, and I was broke, flat broke, and I had no idea what I was doing with life. He showed me a picture of his back office and he showed me his organization tree. Remember when you start with just yourself? And I remember thinking, man, it's so hard to get someone started. It's so hard to get someone to work with me. Anyone ever feel like that? Who would join me? Well, he showed me his tree and there was like thousands of people and it was like all everywhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that actually possible? Well, I promise you this. If you master the system, you are consistent over the course of time, and you duplicate that system to your team, you too will experience that. And now we've experienced that as well too. Many of our teammates and many of our leaders have done that as well too, scaling all the way around the world from a simple business just like this. Okay. But what does it start with? It starts with focusing on the fundamentals. It starts with understanding the systems really well. It starts with being tool focused rather than just you focused. And that's why even to this day, 16 years later, if you ask me, James Zheng, how do you get someone started in this business? How do you get someone started in the product? I'm going to point you to exactly what I'm going to walk you through today. It's the same thing. I don't do anything different. I can present this all day, but I don't want to because what I care about is scale and impact and duplication that the newest person can absolutely win this as well too. And then from there, we can always be creative and innovative as well. Last thing is this, okay? I love innovation, but my recommendation is this, especially in the first 90 days, or especially if you're not seeing massive scale in your business, make a big priority to emphasize the system as 80 to 90% of what you do every day. That needs to be the number one thing. Anything else on top? There's a lot of things we can do to create business. Do them, have fun, but make the main thing so we can teach it to other people. And then the others, let's have some fun outside of that as well too. So if that makes sense, give me a wave or put a yes in the comments below, and we'll dive into some cool things today on what we have available and everything. All right. So the tools work very, very well. What you'll get started with when you're brand new, and I also recommend everyone as homework. There's a lot of stuff, even to this day. I talk to leaders all day, every day. I talk to partners all the time. And you'd be surprised how many times we forget what we have access to. So when you get started, you go through what's called Alice onboarding. And this is important that you walk people through. Why? Because you want something where 10 generations down, if you're not there, they can go through the same process so they can scale to the same degree as well too. Okay. So I like using this, and Alice will walk people through step by step by step by step. All good, friend. It didn't stop you from getting promoted and doing amazing things. So we're all getting better. We're all getting sharper. We're all getting wiser with these things, right? So I'm going to go through that 7 day and I encourage you to go through all of it. But what I'd also encourage is we put it all, I won't go through it today, but follow to a T, like literally just step by step by step. We put it in a direction where just like a recipe in a cake, you can't, let's say the recipe says do the eggs first and then the milk after. If you mix the steps up, it might not work the best that it can. In 7 days, we have seen many, many of our teammates make $500 or more. In 7 days of launching, we've seen many teammates get at least 10 customers or more. All right. Some of you did more, some of you did less, some of you are right there, all good. But it's if we do things to the T, you're going to start seeing massive success. Okay. But what you're going to see is we've also put together the onboarding in separate days. So you can review them and you actually go through. Okay. I'm just going to run over a couple of these things for a check. Okay. We have our Drop Revolution Facebook group, for example. This is where we put our prospects in. This is where we put our customers in. This is where it acts as a tool to be able to help get your people extra excited about the products and the community. You know, one of the biggest X factors that we have in our business compared to any other business in the world, community. Community is the X factor in this business. For our customers, community. I want to have customers, I don't know about you, I want to have customers that are raving fans of our products, that are loving them every single day, getting the most amazing results, that are also ordering more because they love them, and they're lifelong customers. Who here wants some lifelong customers in your business? Because that's going to benefit them in their health, but also as a byproduct, that means every time they order, that's an extra paycheck for you, right? This is what we've seen. You can see this in anything in life. The more accountability there is, the more community there is, the higher odds that someone's going to succeed. All right. So in our Drop Revolution group, this group, you put in all of your prospects, put in all of your people, utilize them, go through them. We're seeing right now, we just concluded a body balance challenge, and I'm seeing all types of winners here. Look at this. Is this the same person? That's crazy, Holly. Congratulations. If you see something, comment on it, right? Like on it. Maybe tag one of your people that are in here. Also, these stories you can use on your social media. Anything that's in our groups, utilize them, right? Screenshot it, put it on your stories, put it on social media. Everything that you find in these groups are always vetted, real stories, real people. Let's look at Katie Garner. Come on, Katie. Let's go. That muffin top going away. So proud of you. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, you can't suck that in. So well done. And Katie doesn't have a lot to lose, but she's continuing to better her best, right? Lots of amazing photos to continue to use. Okay. So we have the drop revolution that's in there. What you're also going to find, I need to review it later today. We're going to continue to flood in. One of our commitments this year as an organization is we want to flood in even more value into that group. Wellness tips. Pam Middleton last week on our IPA call on Wednesday, we do a Wellness Wednesday. She did a great breakdown of Restorex, one of our other important products. I actually cut that out. I'm going to review it. We're probably going to post in the next day or so. So stay tuned in that. People ask me all the time, James, how do you learn the products? One way is go into the Drop Revolution, and you can utilize that and see what else is out there. Can I give you guys one other cool hack here too to get some information? This is something I'd encourage all of us to put as a number one habit anytime we have a Partner Co related question. And it's this: when you go to Partner Co, we now have an AI chatbot called Allie. Allie will be your new best friend. Allie knows a lot about a lot. So you can ask Allie anything. Do we have any products to help with XYZ? Help me know details about the drops. You could even ask business questions. It's not perfect. It's going to get better, but I'd encourage all of us use Allie. Customers can use this too. Like, this is a cheat code that just got implemented that all of us can utilize. But it's good to use. And many times we're learning things that we didn't even know just because Allie has so much access to so much information there as well too. So utilize that. Allie is our BFF, 100% for sure. So we got that. We have another community called our Warrior Movement Facebook group. This is our business community. So only those that are enrolled into a Partner Co and into this team are allowed in. So in here, we have a lot of recognition. We have a lot of announcements. We give all of our main stuff. If you ever want to review, there's a place called the featured section in these groups, and we typically put the most important things that are here. So there will be reviews about things like a free enrollment promo that's going on, or this Ignite promo. Who here has been seeing this promo, how you can win free products and lifestyle credits out here in North America? There's been a lot. That's still going on, by the way. February 13th is a deadline, so we got 10 days on the clock to win this all. Fran was able to just win all 8. Fran, are you able to unmute yourself, by the way? I know I'm just calling you out of the blue, but if you're able to unmute, feel free to say something. If not, then I understand.
Hi.
There you are. Fran, You got to walk us
Yes.
through this. How many people have you guys enrolled now in the past couple weeks?
I think 10.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you far surpassed the eight minimum to maximize this. Fran, you got to give us some tips. Um, if you were brand new right now and you were launching your business and you wanted to win, whether it's one, two, four, eight enrollments in the next 10 days, what would you recommend knowing what you know now?
Honestly, um, first pray first, and then I don't know. I just literally ask for who I can help, and then I kind of concentrate and just kind of look at certain people that have health issues, but
Mm,
to be honest, a lot of them actually been reaching out to me, and these are kupuna, these are older people that
mm,
want to change their health and their health habits. So a lot of people that I enrolled this past week, like
mm,
probably like Friday and Saturday, were older people, like probably like
mm,
60, 70 years old. And they didn't hesitate. They got like the 3 pack, or they got like drops in noni, or drops
mm,
in sugar stop, so they're really they've been watching me and Maka's posts and
mm,
kind of listening in on the drop talk. So the
mm,
presentations kind of help out a lot. And they kind of hear like, oh, Auntie Fran is doing this and Uncle Maka is
mm,
doing that. So, it's kind of like word of mouth and all about just
mm.
helping other people. So that's kind of like the main thing. Like
Yeah,
we just enjoy helping others, and making sure there's like a healthier and natural alternative instead of doing shots
I
and
love that.
pharmaceutical stuff.
I
Sorry, I
love
would I would take my video off, but I'm working still with my
no
babies.
no problem. Absolutely. Yes. And Fran, so how often are you guys posting about the drops on your guys' social media?
I do it at least two. Sometimes if I can do more, I'll do more. But sometimes I don't get to do it in the morning at 10. But as soon as I do, I want to make sure
Mm,
I do it at least before 12. And if
mm,
I miss like around after, like around the 3 o'clock
mm-hmm,
time, I make sure I do like at least two more like in
mm.
the evening. So I make sure I do at least two. And if not, it would be just only one, but that's kind of rarely. I try to do at least two posts a day.
There we go. There we go. Consistency. And how many months now have you been posting around twice a day?
I would say ever since PXP.
Since September. So it's been almost
Yes.
5 months.
Yes.
There
Maybe
we go.
maybe a few times I've just posted one time. But
Mm,
most of the time I've been posting two or more
there
of,
we go.
even if it's just one of the our products and one of a
Mm,
lifestyle, but I try
hmm.
and do at least one of it. So, just to kind of keep the motivation going. And with me too, kind of get me still motivated to like, hey, come on, let's do this.
I love it. Fran, pro tips, everybody. Congratulations to Fran.
Thank you.
Gold. Couple things to pull from there. Absolute power in prayer, right? Like pray first and just think. And I love, you know what I love about Fran? Can you tell that it doesn't feel salesy? Right? Like it doesn't feel like she's just trying to like make a buck off someone. You can tell that she's compassionate. You can tell that they're focused. You can tell that they really are aiming to serve. Attitude really does matter, right? So if you have the right intention, you can never say the wrong thing. So number one is that it cut. Number two, massive consistency, right? I'm sure there's days when she posts and no one sees it, seemingly, right? No one engages. And then there's days she posts and boom, she has people that are coming in, but it's consistently doing it over the course of time. We talk about in our onboarding, the bare minimum that you want to do on social media is post twice a day. One about your products, could be a testimonial, right? We have many in the boards, and then one about you. All right, lifestyle, something about your family, something about your faith, something about your dog, whatever that it is. So this way you're consistently out there because visibility is credibility. Visibility is credibility. Some of you are going to post and you're going to have a flood of people right away. Some of you are going to post, and maybe you're like me, and I didn't have much of a social media presence. So I had to grow in credibility over the course of time. But eventually, there becomes a time when you've been posting consistently enough that you then have credibility and you have this constant flow that comes. It takes focus, it takes consistency. But you know what I think? Compared to what? That's not hard, just posting a couple times a day. But I love Fran's commitment to doing that. Okay. So if that makes sense, put a two in the comments below. That's a huge thing. Yeah. Michelle's been super consistent. She said her heart's so happy when her customers had the best, have at least the results she's been getting. Absolutely. I'm sure she's sharing them. Michelle's super consistent. She's always serving out there. So that's really what it takes, right? There's nothing magical about the business, but visibility is a very key thing, right? So there's those things. We then talk about the six-figure blueprint. I love talking about this for goals and for vision. And you may or may not want to make six figures, but I'd encourage, why not let the mind go to there? Some people say, I don't want to make that much money. Well, make it and then go figure out what you want to do with the rest. But it's not tough. It's simple. It takes effort. But how do you get to the six-figure plus level? It's simple things like what Fran was just talking about, done, duplicated over the course of time, posting twice a day, engaging. We also talk about something called the engagement sandwich. If you want to have more people on your post, engage on other people's posts so that they're going to start to see yours too, right? And then sharing the product, sharing the business. And then once you have people in the game, I love what Fran's doing. Fran's like, we got to get Gigi to the first level ultimate. And Gigi was able to do it. Gigi, how long did it take you from when you started and then when you got to ultimate? I'm just curious. I know she just hit it. Yeah. Rebecca asks, is the group drop revolution for business partners only? It's for everybody, prospects and for customers as well too. Absolutely. We just ask that you invite them first and then they come in, right? So Gigi just got started. She went ultimate, which is what you want to do. The second thing you want to do, so if you're not ultimate, that's the number one key. Sell your way there, buy with whatever that it is. If you're already at ultimate, put a U in the comments below because that's like awesome. Congratulations, everybody. It's so fun to do. And once you're there for life. So you'll always be ultimate. Well done, guys. And everyone else I know is working on it. We'll get you there. Gigi said it took her 1 week. Congratulations, Gigi. Let's go. Okay. Once you're there, it unlocks the comp plan to the next level. So whenever you do work, you're going to be making more money. All right. Second step, as you move towards what's called manager and above, is you go ultimate and then you enroll two partners. How do you enroll two partners? I'll run through some of that logistics today, but that's a target. You want to get some customers yourself, get yourself to ultimate, and then you want to get two partners to join you with you on this journey. Okay. The faster you could do that, the faster there's duplication. That also will lead you into what we now call our millionaire mentorship as well too. We are formally, this is an ongoing thing, but everybody is welcome to come on to this. But we're going to be talking about, and this is an X factor in all of Partner Co. We're literally gathering the best from around the world. We have multiple 7, 8-figure earners all throughout Partner Co. that are literally, people will pay them $10,000 plus to get coaching from them. But we can pull from this amazing think tank and put it into this group for free. And it's going to help you take yourself past the basics. Branding, expansion, higher level recruiting, mindset, leadership, lots of cool things. But you get that for free. All you have to do is be ultimate and then enroll two partners at 200 points each. Make that a goal. I was talking with Rebecca earlier today. She's like, I know that's my goal. That's my target. I'm getting there, right? Here's a key thing I'll give to you all as well too. One thing I've learned after coaching thousands of people. When the why is strong, the how becomes easy. When you make a decision, I have seen anytime you make a decision that's committed, you say, I'm there. I need to be there because for my goals, it's going to help me speed it up. You'll find a way. The people come out of nowhere, seemingly. The opportunities come out of nowhere, seemingly. The money comes. Like you'll always find a way But the biggest thing that needs to happen is a decision first. So if you can walk away with one success tip today, it's this. Don't worry about the how, make the decision first that you're going to be there. If you do it that way, I'm telling you, the rest will come. Okay. So if you are already in this millionaire mentor, if you're not yet in this millionaire mentorship, or you're already in this, and then you want to get more people into this, put an MM in the comments below, because this thing is just taking off. February 11th, we're going to launch the next phase of this. It's going to be the biggest explosive duplication campaign that we've ever done. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be challenged in a good way, but you're going to walk out different and with a different business as well too. Okay. So absolutely. If you need help, we are all here to help you guys. How do you do this then? All right. As you go through the onboarding, we talk about Ultimate. What we do is we give you posts to do. We have what we call a launch post. This is the first post that we typically do, color block. It's been proven to get the most attraction, and then we pin it to the top of our page. But from there, you're posting twice a day. You're engaging with other people. You're creating conversation and hopefully leading to conversion. The question is, what do you do when someone asks you for more information? Or are you proactive, go to someone and talk to them, say, what do I show them? Well, we have what we call boards. This is single-handedly the most powerful duplication tool that we've ever had our hands on. Because instead of you having to teach someone else exactly what to say, you can literally give them what you say. And my recommendation is to stick with the scripts as close as you can, especially in the beginning, to learn the flow, personalize it. It is powerful, right, Gigi? It's just all there. So when you get the boards, you'll notice it'll say something drops SOG. SOG stands for, anyone know what SOG stands for? Put it in the chat if you know what SOG stands for. What is an SOG? A SOG. And it's not something that's super wet, not soggy socks. System of growth. Yes, it's a system of growth. Why is it a system? It's something that everyone knows, does, and it works. So we have a system of growth for various markets. They're all pretty much the same. Each board has a little bit of a different currency, basically, is the main one, but they follow similar ones. And we're constantly upgrading these and making them better. But let's say in the US, the main thing I would focus on, there's a lot of boards here. Don't get lost. You can easily get lost because there's a lot of good stuff here. But only look at this SOG because that's where you're going to spend most of your time in. So let's say I am starting to attract. These are the social media posts that we give to you. You just have to post them and copy paste them. There are also, when you go through the onboarding, you get the first 7 days automatically. But let's say you want to first sell the drops. Then you're going to convert customers to become a brand partner, or you can go directly and just enroll brand partners right away. So we have 3 different flows of how you can talk to a prospect and eventually convert them to something, a paying customer or a paying partner. Let's say they're a drops customer. What do we do? Well, let's say someone asks you a question. They went to Rebecca's launch post, and I saw one today. She's had a lot of feedback on hers, and they're like, what are these drops? Or tell me more information. You like and you comment on their post, and then in the direct message, the money is in the messenger. I go to the script number 1. It says they ask for information. And this gives you a really simple verbiage on what are the drops, and it leads them ultimately to putting in your link. One thing that we have given our teammates here that no other team has is what we call a machine link. Now, the machine link is a done for you digital marketing funnel that captures information even before someone buys so that we can drip on them more to get them more excited. Okay. The biggest thing that is missing from people making money in any type of sales environment is a follow-up. Does anyone resonate with me on this? That following up can feel a little bit scary sometimes. I don't want to be spammy. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to bug them. Like these are the normal feelings. And follow-up doesn't have to be annoying. Just don't make it annoying, right? Be professional about it. I believe actually follow-up is the most friendly thing you can do. Follow-up shows that you care. if we don't follow up, it shows that we actually didn't care what the response was. So the most professional thing is to follow up. Now, what does a machine do? The machine allows you to follow up and leverage another tool so that they can actually get onto this. Okay. So everyone's going to have your machine link if you went through the actual onboarding. And when you go through that, it's going to show your link and everything. So let me actually grab mine up here real quick so we can pull that one up. But who here, put a me in the comments if you have your machine link down already. Like you do have yours. Okay. It's a very cool thing. You get emails, you get automations, you have like access to the most interesting, innovative system out there that you don't even have to set up yourself, which is kind of cool. All right. So let me grab mine here. When you have it and people pull it up and they click on it, what they will see is they'll be able to go to the information about the drops, but they'll also be able to get it customized to you. So it'll look something like this. And people click on the drops, they put in their information, get some freebies. And what this does is the moment they put in information, they're now in a 10-day follow-up sequence that we drip for them, that you don't have to pay for, that we pay for. So we've seen so many people say, hey, I got the email and I'm ready to buy the drops. It's just ways to get more curiosity to them. Babe?
Yeah, I just want to add really quick. If you look at the URL, like where you type in the actual address of the link, wellness360.community/drops is kind of like our generic link. So you'll see it has like AM_ID equals James and Becky. So the way to know if you have your personalized link is if you see your name in the back. So that's when, so some of you I've seen on your social media that you only put the wellness360.community link, which is fine, but it's just not linked specifically to you. So if you have a prospect that didn't talk to you, but clicked on a link, they may not remember that they found the link through you, right? So this is something that is going to really help if you're marketing on social media and if you want to put a link that's specific to you. So then when they do end up buying, because we scroll around all the time on social media and we come across things, sometimes we don't remember who we saw it from. So if you don't want to lose your customers, it's really important to put in your personalized link.
Absolutely. So take a look at
Once you
that.
have it, just save it somewhere, like save it in your notes or something. But that's how you would know if the link is correct. It should have your name at the end.
Absolutely. And what's great is when someone opts in, you get an email. It says, hey, so and so got opted into your machine. Who here loves those emails? You're like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. And you know when they're seeing it, you know when they're actually looking at it, right? Otherwise, we're kind of guessing if someone watches something or not. So it's extra tools that are super helpful to have. So you can utilize that. Okay. So we go back to the boards and this will just follow through the scripting basically, right? Go with that and learn what it is that we're saying in these. Okay. They ask for info. They ask for pricing. We go through pricing. What we like to do is to upsell someone from a 1-pack to a 3-pack because we do know that 90-day supply is the best results. You heard Fran doing that all the time. That's how you can turn one interest to triple the money, right? So get them started on the best package, and then that'll also help you in your business and help them for theirs as well. And they save money on that. Um, they choose the pack, they purchase, and right when they purchase, we give them the drop revolution to be a part of. We give them the boards that'll show them how to use the product. We want to make sure they have the best experience possible. They're in the environment, they're in the community, they know how to use the product. And then balls back in you. There's other questions, like common questions. You can go in this answer questions one. Like, I can't afford it. What are the drops? How long do they last? Are they FDA approved? All the objections that are ever possible, we've basically faced them all. We've been doing this for 14 years with the drops. So they're all in here. Can Muslims take the drops if there's whatever else that's in there, right? So there's a lot of interesting things that you can find. And if you ever need something, you can actually search in the boards now, right? You can search a question, you can search a keyword, and it'll pull up in the boards that you have as well too. Okay, so we have that. We also then will flip over. So once you sell the drops, what's the next step? You want to support this customer so they get amazing results and continue to buy the product, or even better, support them so they can become a partner. Many of our customers get started as a partner within their first week or two because they love the product so much. They're like, hey, I'm feeling great. My friends are asking, what do I do? But it also takes your service to help them nudge to get over those steps. You'd be so surprised how many customers buy the product but never actually use them. Who here's ever bought something yourself and you just haven't started using it? I'm guilty of many of those things. I have so many books I bought that I never even started reading, you know? So that's where we come in. So in here, we can check in at least once a week. We recommend checking with your customer. So week one, hey, I just checked in with one of my customers today. She just started 2 days ago. So I checked in. What are you loving most about the drops? You're sleeping better, feeling more energetic, have less bloating. She said she has better energy. I'm like, yay. We want to be their best cheerleader. We want to make sure they feel amazing and they're moving into the right direction. Okay. Number two, here's the key step. When they have a good win, this is when we can have a conversion conversation from customer to partner. So let's say they're like, I lost 5 pounds. I'm feeling great. This is amazing. All right, Katie, congrats. I want you to start thinking about you can get these drops at a discounted rate or even free the next month. Would you be interested in seeing how that works? All right, and they're like, why not? See, Gigi said it right. Winner and friend are awesome. Always checking on her. Exactly. So we want to follow up. Okay. They say yes. Now what do we do? Well, take a look at this. It gives them the numbers and the pricing of basically how to become a partner. And we also help them show our six-figure blueprint. Here's a very key step from taking a customer, from a customer-minded person to someone that wants to actively share. If people want to do, people only want to do the business if they know what the business is. So this will link them to what we call our six-figure blueprint. We have a quick 5-minute video presentation, and it shows people our system. And you know what's been happening this whole time? Rebecca's been leading me the prospect through the machine. I've been getting supported by her. I see how simple this is. I see how different this is. I see, wow, I can do this too. I can send a link. I can help get people excited on the product. Let's go do this. We're recruiting them the entire time from the start because they're seeing how you're doing business with them. Okay. Through the boards, it'll then show how to get them started. So if they see the presentation, they see the vision, now they're like, I can actually do more than just get a discount. I might be able to make some money. Okay. Last part in this. Let's say you have people. Who here are some people in mind where you're like, they'd be a great business partner. They're entrepreneurial, they're ambitious, they're someone with a great attitude, there's someone that can kill it in this business. Put a one in the comments if you have anyone in mind. You're like, I just love to talk to them about this. Like, why not? Why not? You don't have to always just start them as a customer. Why not just go straight for the business? So how do you do that? When you go to the enroll partners one, there's inviting script examples. So we can go outbound and talk to them. And in here, it can give you some ideas of like inviting a brand new prospect, right? So, hey, I want to share with you something. There's a proven system called Six Figure Blueprint. You can make money online. We're expanding. Was thinking about some people, and Rebecca, you're somebody I know is super ambitious entrepreneurial. Would you be down to take a look? It's just a simple ask. It's action versus attraction. You ask 10 people, a couple say yes. Okay. So you utilize that. And then you go back through the flow and they say they want to ask for info. And now you basically go through similar things. On the business, what I do is I actually link them to my main machine link. So they go through the product side again. They go through here. But I tell them in the boards, it says, okay, you're going to click on the send me info and drops. You're going to get the free info. You won't spam you. And then when you're on the product page, you're going to click on Peak the Six-Figure Blueprint. You know what I'm doing? I'm selling them on our system from the very beginning. They're going through the flow and they're saying, this is different. I don't know anyone else that does it like this. And then eventually watch that video and then we have more conversation after that. Okay. Final part. One thing I'd highly encourage is the power of a third party. A prophet is never a preacher in their own land. And all of us, we need social proof sometimes. So one of the most powerful things that anyone can do is at any point in the flow, whether they're a customer or a partner, anyone with your prospect, I would encourage bring someone else into the mix. It could wherever you are in the step. It could just mean you just want someone to share their story. Maybe you're talking about the drops and you know they've had menopause and they're dealing with that. Maybe there's someone in the community you want to link them to share their story. Reach out and then connect them in a three-way chat and they can share their story. Pam Middleton's amazing in three ways. She shares her story, she closes it off, hands it back to whoever it is, and boom. So utilize the community. It could be your mentors, it could be your coaches, lean there first. But we also have an amazing collective environment here. So if you have somebody that you're like, man, I'd love to have them involved in a conversation, reach out and then have them have a conversation, right? Business especially would recommend don't do it alone because people judge more on money typically than they do on a health result. So it's nice to bring in a third party so that they can give some more social proof there as well too. Okay. So that's what I want to go through today. It might seem like a lot, but if you see what I hope that you got here is follow the bouncing ball. Everything is organized in a very logical way. Go through it and familiarize yourself with it. Use it, ask questions about it. But the biggest thing is learn from it. Because what we're really doing, if I'm to share with you a secret, is we're sharing with you how to be persuasive, how to be influential, how to be an effective communicator and a professional at what you do by giving you these starter scripts and directions so you have a flow that you can work and practice from. But ultimately, what we hope that you can get is the psychology behind this so that you too can, without even thinking, know how to flow through this and become masterful and confident in what you're doing. All right. So with that said, any comments or questions as we're closing this out on anything that we've covered so far or anything else? Marvik said, can't believe how much you learned. Absolutely. Yeah, congratulations. She's getting new partners started. She has people coming to the Destin Connect event with her and everything. So it is powerful. All right, cool. Well, last announcement would be this then. For the rest of this week, we have such a vibrant community all the time. We're so excited for all of you to take this and run with it. Gail, it is super interesting, right? It's like, oh, Gail's probably like, oh, this is kind of what happened with me, So everything's systematic. This week, we don't have any more live calls because many of us are going to a convention called the Connect event. If you're going to Destin, put a D in the comments. Can't wait to hug you. It's going to be so fun. And there's still tickets, by the way, if anyone wants to go. But in Destin, Florida, Thursday and Friday and Saturday, there's going to be a big event and over 1,000 plus people are going. We do have another opportunity, right? But we're going there. So because of that, we won't have a live call. But yeah, will we have special packs this weekend, Fran? I think we might. Stay tuned. We're going to give all the announcements as much as we can. But there is something, of course, Millionaire Mentorship. I challenge all of us to get into there. But if you want to tune in the next 2 days, there is a special event called the Millionaire Vision Bootcamp. This is something that's being co-hosted by Brent Palmer and Todd Rowland, two people that have made millions and millions in this profession. But they're doing an in-person boot camp all day. And it's going to talk about vision and mindset and skill set and all these things. Learn from the best of the best. They're actually streaming it on Zoom and also giving you live stream access and replay access after as well. So if you're like, I want something to bite on and chew on more, I really want to take it to the next level the next couple of days too. I'd encourage anyone, you can grab a ticket. I just put in the chat. This is also in the featured section in the Warrior Movement page. It's not a mandatory thing, but if that nudges to you, I'd encourage you to do that. And also, if you're nudged to go to Destin, I'll leave it at this. Every single time at these conventions, I have seen somebody the last day make a last minute decision. There was a teammate that was going to an event just like this. Got started, went ultimate, heard about this event, Within 1 day's notice, booked a ticket to go to this event, flew there, came back, hair on fire, hit officer, which is the top 1%, super duperty fast. Ignorant on fire in good ways. Because these events, what they do is they take your belief to the next level. So I do believe Paula Allen just made that decision like yesterday. So congratulations to Paula. So proud of you. I believe, yeah, Fran was 1 week before PXP and then she went, and now look at her now. I believe there's still someone on this call, whether live or replay, that has been on the edge of their seat saying, should I go or should I not go to Destin? Take this reminder, take this as a nudge, a divine nudge, that is going to be you. And if you want to, I will tell you this. We have one ticket I believe we can get to you. We might be able to gift you that ticket. So whoever's first, let us know. All right. So with that said, regardless, we're going to crush you guys. This year is going to be crazy. We're going to scale like amazing. We're so proud of you. We're so excited. Other than that, thanks for being on here tonight and can't wait to celebrate your next successes. Feel free to unmute yourself. Talk soon, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Hey, everybody, have a great
Thank
time in
you.
Destin.
Whoever's
Good
going.
night,
Thank you.
everybody.
God bless.
Have fun over there.
See you Friday.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good
Thank you,
time.
everyone.
Soon.
Bye.
Have a good
Take care.
night.
See you in
Bye.
Have
Destin.
fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.